How you doing? It's Rich, and I don't know if you can see the weather outside. I'm in my truck. I'm actually going to the market, but it's starting to pour where I live. We're supposedly going to get the tail end of Hurricane Jose, which is going to, they're saying it's going to hit us as a tropical storm, but I think we're just going to get the minor effects. So I just came from outside in the yard, just securing everything, putting my grills away in my shed, and making sure everything in the yard was tied down and safe. So I'm off to the market, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make some homemade pasta sauce, meatballs. I'm going to throw that on. So I'm going to the market right now, and I'm going to pick up what I need, and when I get back I'll start throwing that together, and we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so hang with me, and I'll be back later. Okay, welcome back, folks. What I got is my pot on the stove heating up, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to add about two tablespoons of olive oil. All right. And then to that, I was at the market. I thought I had a white onion at home, and I got home and I didn't, so I didn't pick one up. So I had a red onion now, so I'm gonna put a whole medium onion, red onion in there. Okay, all chopped up. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cook this down a little bit. Cook the onion. Get it going in the pot. All right, this is gonna be the base to my spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce. All right, get that going. Smells delicious. Okay. All right. Got it on like a medium heat. Okay, so let that cook down a little bit. All right. All right. My next ingredient is going to be fresh garlic. I got 2 cloves in my garlic slicer. I like to slice it up. So I'm gonna start slicing the garlic. Okay. Gives it nice thin slices. Okay. Like I said, that's like 2 cloves. All right. So we got the garlic. I don't like to let that cook down too long because I don't like the garlic to burn. Alright, just give that a quick stir. Alright, it smells great already. Alright. Okay, now, next ingredient is going to be, just grab I got 4 cans of, oh, hold on, I got some garlic here, sorry. I got 4 cans of crushed tomato. All right. I'm gonna do that. Normally what I do is these are 28-ounce cans. Normally what I do is I usually do 2 crushed tomatoes and 2 tomato puree. Again, I was at the market and for some reason I couldn't find tomato puree. So I'm going to go with 4 cans of crushed tomato. Going to add that to the pot. Get all that out of there. All right, there's 1. 2. And again, you can use, you know, whatever brand you like. 3. Okay. And we're going in with number 4. Alright, so we got four cans. Alright, next I'm going to do, usually I only add 1 can, but being that I didn't have the puree, I'm going with 3 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. So, there's 1. 2. 3rd one coming up. Alright, 3. Alright. Last ingredient is I have 3 6-ounce cans of tomato paste. And this, obviously the tomato paste is very thick. Alright, but after this all cooks down, depending on the consistency you like, you know, some people like a thicker sauce. Once I get this tomato paste in here, all right, 1, and you notice I'm not using my wife's wooden spoons. She'll kill me. No tomato sauce, she says, on the spoons because it stains the wooden spoons. So I said, yes, dear. Gotta keep them happy. All right, and we got the last can of paste going in. So I mean, I like my sauce a little thicker, but what I can always do is, if this seems to be, you know, when it cooks down again, you know, if this seems to be a little bit too thick, you can always just, you know, you can just add a touch of water and just, you know, bring it to, if you want a little bit thinner pasta sauce. I like it thick because it sticks to the pasta, and I guess your ribs. Alright, so we got the tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. Again, no puree, so I went with 4 cans of crushed tomatoes instead of 2 and 2. The medium onion was in there, the garlic, tomato paste, tomato sauce. What I'm going to do now is a little bit of seasoning. Okay, we're going to go with 2 bay leaves. Again, those can be pulled out later. And then I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons of, I'm sorry, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. So what I'm going to do is, it's about 1. What I do is I like to crush it up a little bit. Crush it up in my hands. Get that in there. Put the second one in. There we go. Crush it up. Crush the dry herbs up. Get that in there. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of cracked black pepper. Yeah, now you can always salt and pepper it later to taste. I just like to cook it with a little bit of pepper in there. All right, I'm going to go with about 2 tablespoons of salt. Teaspoons again. I keep saying tablespoons. 2 teaspoons. All right, 1. 2. All right. Let me get one of my plastic spoons here so I can stir this. All right. So now we're just going to kind of give this a quick mix. Again, the tomato paste is gonna cook down. It's gonna be like a thickening agent. Like I said, I usually only maybe use 1 to 2 cans, but being that, because the puree is usually a little thicker also, but being that we didn't have the puree, I'm gonna go with an extra can of the tomato paste. All right, folks. That's about it. This is gonna let this all cook down together and get all happy with each other. All right, so this is probably gonna be this is probably gonna cook for a good 3-4 hours. All right. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to prep. I'm gonna get my meatballs together. I'm gonna let the meatballs actually cook right in the sauce. So as the meat's cooking, it's gonna actually give the meat, the sauce a little flavor. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna get that all prepped up. I won't bore you with the meatball. No, you know what? Maybe I will bore you. Meatball recipe is gonna be real simple. I got the ground beef. Gonna add a little bit, like maybe a half a cup of breadcrumbs, just as a little bit of a binder. 3 eggs, a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and gonna hit it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna roll the meatballs, and when I get it all done, I'll show you the meatballs, and we'll put them in the sauce and get it all cooked up for a good tasty meal tonight. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I should have just maybe put a disclaimer on this video that I am a German guy cooking Italian food. I don't know. I can hold my own. Like I said, the sauce is cooking, and right now you're on meatball cam. Okay. I made. Let me just put this down 1 second. It was about 4 pounds of chopped meat, ground beef, and made about 28 to 29 meatballs. Sounds like a lot, but again, I got a big family. Myself, my wife, and 4 grown kids. But they can pack it away. And whatever's left over, any pasta sauce and meatballs that are left over, Meatball Hero is an idea. Or, if there's not enough pasta, always, make another batch of pasta and you get another meal out of it. All right, so here we go. We're going to put these bad boys and girls in the sauce. And like I said, it was, I'm sorry, it was 4 pounds of chopped meat, a little bit of about 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, about a half a cup of breadcrumbs. I did throw a little bit of dried parsley in there. 3 eggs, all help bind it together, and salt and pepper to taste. Put about 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of crushed black pepper. All right. So it's time for those meatballs that are hanging out to go in the pool. All right, and the last one in is probably going to be the first one eaten. All right, so I'm going to start putting a couple in, and what I'll do is then I will show you later on after this is all cooked. Like I said, this is going to cook for a good 3 to 4 hours. All right, so the meat's going to cook, like I said, in the sauce. All right, and what'll happen is I got 80-20 ground beef, so it might give off a little bit of grease or fat on the top of the sauce, but I always skim that off obviously before I serve the sauce. Okay, all right, so then I will catch everybody later once this is all nice and cooked and the pasta's done, and I'll plate it up and show you what it looks like. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will be back a little bit later. Take care. Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a quick look. This is the sauce after about 3 hours. Looking good. Give it a quick stir. It smells awesome. Meatballs are cooking nice. Alright, just a little tease. Alright, about another hour, hour and a half, we'll be done and ready to plate it with some pasta. Alright, see you all then. Alright folks, there we have it. Dinner is served. Penne pasta with my homemade sauce, homemade meatballs, grated Parmesan cheese on top, and some fresh Italian baguette that I sliced up on the side. Alright, time to eat. I already sampled it and it was absolutely delicious. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, please hit that subscribe button. Alright, I really appreciate all the support. Alright, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.